Well, hello there. Welcome back to another episode here on Hall Family Farms. As you can see, we have another tomato cutting that's rooted quite nicely. It's got a lot of growth, so we brought it out to the greenhouse this morning to give it a new home. And I think that spring has finally sprung. I'm starting to hear the frogs, the crickets, the robins are back. It's a great time of year. And the temperature is now 53 degrees outside and indoors without the heater. 63, 80%, 82% humidity, 99%. So we've got another weekend of rain. We've got a lot of rain here and have had a lot of rain here in central Virginia. So it's nice to be out here in the greenhouse where it's always kind of that tropical feel, right? So anyway, we've got a lot going on here on the farm. As I said, we're going to be transplanting this tomato cutting into a new home out here in the greenhouse, and we'll string it up and get it going. And something else we're going to do over here. Let me take my coat off because it is extremely warm here. So let me go ahead and take this off. We're not going to need this probably too much longer. All right. So another project we're going to be working on. We need more space in this greenhouse, and it's causing me to think maybe I may have to build another greenhouse much larger right next to this one. But in the meantime, we need to make some more space for all of the plants and the seedlings that we're going to hopefully grow and germinate from the seeds that we've been purchasing. So my idea here is to put a 2-shelf system. So we'll have a shelf here to hold the seedling trays, and then we're going to have another shelf right above it for seeds and for small planted pots. So that's kind of what we've got going. Hopefully we can get that done here real soon, because as you can see, we are in the midst of spring, getting ready to spring here in Virginia. So anyway, so we're going to work on getting this guy a new home. He's doing quite well, but he's certainly outgrown his solo cup. We also have some seeds that we've kind of pre-germinated using the wet paper towel method, and so definitely the broccoli seeds have already sprouted in this, and we've got some cucumbers we're going to put back in the pot over here and see if we can get them to go now that it's warmer, and Vandalia onion, we're going to see if we can get that to grow from seed as well. So lots of things going on here. Glad you could join us on this kind of rainy humid day here inside and outside the greenhouse. So let's roll up our sleeves. In fact, I may have to take this off. It's so warm here, it's just hard to believe. But let's roll up our sleeves. Let's get busy today and have some fun getting our hands in the dirt and doing what we love, gardening. All right, let's get started. Okay, so to help this little fella out, we are going to trim off these bottom branches of this tomato cutting because it's gotten kind of tall, growing in the window inside the kitchen. We're going to trim those off, and it will give this plant an opportunity to be planted a little bit deeper in the pot that we have, and I'll show you that in a minute. And it will give it an opportunity to grow some more roots further up, so that it'll give it a lot more support. We will be kind of stringing it up like we did the other two to give support, but I think this will help it grow much, much better. So let's go ahead. I'm going to hold this and see if I can do this with one hand. Let's see here. We'll use our little snippers. Got these for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Great bargain. Tiny little scissors. All right, we snip that off. Got that one. Okay. Let's trim this one just a smidge more. Okay. So that looks much, much better. So we're going to move the camera so we can capture getting this thing in its new home. Let me set this aside here. Now one more thing before, let's see if we can get him set up here. He definitely needs support. Now, one of the things you could do, because tomatoes have these little hair-like structures along the branches, that's where roots could form if given the right conditions. So you could, even with your fingertips, kind of remove some of these leaves, and we could actually, and I may actually do that, stick this in a little thing of water and get roots to form, and we could start a whole nother tomato plant for free. How about that? We love free things, right? So we might actually do that, because this tomato just loves to grow. So trim those two. Trim this one, use the little scissors here. So potentially we could have 3 more tomato plants. So anyway, we're going to set those aside here, and let's get that camera moved so we can get this guy in his new home. Okay, we have our pot here, the new home for our tomato cutting. So let me go get that. We've already got our stake here with the screw inserted in the pot. So let's get this little fella. Isn't he just nice? Look at that. So we're going to get him out of the pot here. Gently lay him to the side. Squeeze. Oh, we got 2 pots here. Let's get that one aside here. Oh yeah, you got some roots growing out of the bottom here. Look at that. Alright, we'll set that aside. Gently massage him out. Oh wow, nice. Alright, let's set the cup here. Look at those roots that this guy has put on. Nice. Okay, so we're going to put him in his new home right here. So we're going to put him in his new home right here. Alright, he looks more happy already. We're just going to go ahead and get the string in place, and we will recycle these solo cups. Most definitely recycle those guys. So let me set these aside. We're going to definitely recycle them. Alright, so now for the string. Let's get the string here. And we're basically going to do the same thing we did with the other 2. We're going to run the string from the screw here on the stake up to the top of the greenhouse and back down, and then we will, as the plant grows, we will train the plant to the string. So that's kind of the goal here. Let me get some string out. Alright. So let's do that there. Okay. We want to double it up here and make it a little stronger. So let me get my scissors. Alright, let's set that aside. Okay. So basically, what we're shooting for here is to get these strings to kind of line up with each other. Just go ahead and tie a little knot here on the end. Little square granny knot. The one your grandma taught you. There we go. there you go. So we'll water him in now and give him a little drink. That's about right. Okay, one project. Okay, one project done. So we've got him tucked in. He's in his new home and he's looking really happy. So I think we can chalk this project up as another success. While we're talking here, so it's given me a little bit of thought about our channel and how we can generate some more support, and for the fans who are following us, a way to feel connected here even more. In addition to subscribing to our channel, I may be looking at designing a series of merchandise to put on for sale, and so that may be coming down the future. You may have been wondering about the logo on the back of this particular t-shirt. It says, "I Survived Truancy Court 2005," and that was a special project that I was involved in back in 2005 with the local school system and our local juvenile domestic relations court. And we had students who were having issues with attendance and going to school regularly, and so we created kind of a special project. And when they graduated from the program, we gave them a t-shirt with the logo that you've seen probably in the videos. So I had some extras laying around. They were donated for free, and so anyway, that explains that. So I wasn't actually truant from school or work. So anyway, but it has given me some inspiration to think about coming up with a logo and a design for our farm here at Hall Family Farms, and printing up some shirts and maybe some hats and other merchandise, and maybe being able to offer those to our followers. So be on the lookout. That may be something that we may be offering here in the next few months. So on to the next project. Let's get going.